Sorry, we're behind. I was just chatting it away, and you know how that goes. It happens. 10:17. I'm going to fix that screen in a second. Alton Symphony Orchestra is who's on the air now. Shane. Jessica, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
That was my NPR voice. I'm trying to audition.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you never know. How's life been treating you guys? How's ASO?
Doing great.
Wonderful. Well, fill me in. What's coming down the pipeline?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we're auditioning for the no. Yeah. Anyway, well, we have a wonderful concert coming up on October 18th.
Wow, we're 10 days away.
Yes, we are, and it is 10 days away from wonderfulness.
Good job, Shane. I love it. You have my job.
Yeah, and we just, you read past reviews of what the community has been thinking of the orchestra. From a hidden gem to just wonderful. They talk about the tickets being reasonably priced. Mm-hmm. Ever since I've been there, we moved to a $10 ticket. Wow. And then we even have discount. Or is it just everybody's $10?
$10 for adults, and then 18 and under $5.
Well, see, I think it's really cool that you do, because one of the missions of ASO is really supporting that next generation of musician. And as kids, we never really had the money to go and see the St. Louis Symphony, but you can go and get inspired by the same and if not more talented musicians or the same caliber right here in your own backyard for $5.
Right.
Yes.
So cool.
And it's that opportunity to. We want to always be there for the community. We're in our 81st year. So 81 years ago, people had this vision, and they're gone by now. But I think that they would smile if they knew that it was still going on, and that's what we're preparing for. We're we're continuing on in moving ahead, and this concert's going to be wonderful. We open up with the William Tell Overture. People may not know it like that, but they do know the theme from Lone Ranger.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
You'll know it when you hear it.
Yeah.
I feel the one.
But that's how a lot of your all's concerts are for folks that maybe aren't trained classical and know the official names of a song. The moment they hear it, they go, "Oh, duh!" And you guys knock it out of the park. That's because they have a pretty good maestro,
right?
No.
Right. I've heard. I
don't want to throw that out there too. But with that being said, so what is the theme of this concert on October the 18th? Because to be quite honest with you, I'm having a hard time pronouncing the last name here.
Tchaikovsky?
Okay, thank you. And that's Symphony Number 5, correct?
Yes.
And so take me through the show. There's going to be, like you said, the William Tell Overture. There's going to be some more. And then an emotional journey from the darkness to triumph of that piece. Mm-hmm. What's that going to look like in the show format?
Well, we will open up with the national anthem.
Always do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will follow that with the William Tell Overture by Rossini. And people love Rossini overtures. They're exciting, and again, they've been used in different cartoons.
Recognizable.
I just want to say, I will not be on one of those fake horses going out on stage acting as the Lone Ranger, just for folks that were curious. There was no live demonstration this time.
and I won't be either. I think that's...
This is cool. And then what's after that? How's it structured?
Well, we're going into Finlandia, which is written by Sibelius. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a special performance of this, because in the middle is the Finlandia hymn. It's a song in the middle of it. And in our Maestro Minutes, which happen at 6:30, that's a half hour before the concert starts, for about 15 minutes we have Maestro Minutes, and we go into one piece more, and just to involve the audience, and we have some of the players play. And so we're going to have the words, and as this piece was written, we're bringing it alive with having the audience sing that hymn while the orchestra's playing.
That's going to be really, really cool.
Yes, I've never heard of it being done anywhere else. They've always brought in professional choruses, but it was about the people. It was about not being repressed anymore, and so this was a song of freedom and peace.
100%. Well, and I just think the venue, too. You guys, this partnership with Lewis and Clark and being at Hathaway Hall, the sound and everything else that comes with that really creates that for real experience, for everybody that's there. And it seems like that relationship just continues to improve upon itself without you guys having to work on it,
Yeah. I think we're very fortunate. Our patrons are very, they like to be involved. I think, a lot of professional orchestras here, audiences over here. But the way that Shane always does it is, it's not just about the orchestra. It's about all of us together.
Yeah.
And the hall, the seats are much closer and quieter since the hall got new seats last year.
Yes.
Was there always a creaker?
Yeah.
Did you twitch every time?
It sounded like a cave of bats.
Oh my God. I would
stand up.
I'd be sitting there, doing your thing, Shane, and you hear that. I just, every time. Don't have to worry about that now. And then there's a lot of space, too, for your families to get in there and all of that. And for $10 a ticket, you can really enjoy it. Right. And that's on October the 18th. Now, I will be camping on October the 18th.
You'll be camping outside waiting for tickets? Is that what you're saying?
You are right.
We've never had that before.
Right.
Everybody, you can see CJ camping outside.
I'm starting to get used to this whole camping thing. I've never been a good camper. Never tried to be, I just want to say. And then I realized in my first outside tenting, I was a tenter for one weekend. Mm-hmm. You can't wear hairspray outside with bugs. No. You will wake up with pretty much every bit of the insect anatomy of the forest on you. But I will be camping outside December the 7th.
Oh.
Warmth in midwinter.
Oh. I was like, that's really cold.
I was wondering where that was going. That's one of those public audition moments.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And we're going to invoke the spirit of the season with this as well. We're going to take a quick break and we'll come back and talk about Warmth in Midwinter. This is December 7th as well. We'll put a preview out there just for folks to get their tickets. But the big focus is 10 Days Away, Symphony No. 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
By Tchaikovsky.
Thank you. That'll be at 7 p.m. at Halfway Hall. If you haven't been to an ASO show, there's a reason that, folks really talk about it afterwards. And that's what I think's really cool. It's not one of those one and done, like, okay, we did it. It's one where if someone goes for the first time, you normally hear about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's a really good testament to y'all's work. 10:25, a quick break, Daily Show on a Wednesday next.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show. I got distracted because every time I hear Stevie Nicks, I want to witch dance all around and, everything else. All right. But some of those rock orchestras, they can rock out, whenever it comes to some rock music. And it sounds so cool. Yes. And I also listened the other day, some of the new remixes, like with Beethoven and stuff, that are awesome. I mean, they're really cool. Yeah. Now, I have no creativity for that, so I'll admire from afar, and that's cool. But, you don't have to admire from afar. You could admire from a couple of rows away on October the 18th at 7 p.m. at Hathaway Hall. You can join ASO for an evening of passion and playfulness as they perform a lot of great music. And, how far out do y'all prepare for one show?
2.5 months? Weekly?
Well, technically,
2?
I mean,
2, yeah. So
we plan our season for the whole year in the January, February.
No kidding.
Time. Wow. We have our musicians kind of meet together and put together like a tentative, here's what we would like to play. Yeah. And we have people submit things, and we take audience comments that they have said to us or emailed us, say, hey, wish you guys would do this. And we take all that into consideration, and we present it to Shane, and Shane, myself, our Vice President Leah Cook, and our concertmaster Vince kind of sit down and talk about the feasibility, what can we do, what can we perform, what's a good fit.
Yeah.
So we really plan the whole concert ahead of time. But as far as rehearsals, it's
I'm sure that could get tricky though, because it's not like you guys are an 80s hair band cover band going out on stage. The music to pick's a little bit easier from, and I'm sure whenever you're fine tuning this, you have to find music for the new ear, and then of course the trained listener to classical music too.
Yeah, I think it's a very important point. I don't know a lot of orchestras that do it, because usually they just the music director, this is what we're doing this year. Yeah. And I've just never felt that way. I think it's about the people. It's about the players, and our vision is to make the music come alive for all, and it starts with players and making it come alive. And how do you do that? Well, you have some skin in the game. You feel appreciated. You feel respected. You're heard because people can submit pieces, like she was saying, and then some of them submit some themes and they throw it out. Well, as we meet together, we're still meeting. It's not one person show, and we have to think. We have to think responsibly. If a piece uses a harp, we want to try to do 2 or 3 pieces that use a harp.
Makes sense.
Because that's a unique instrument, and we bring them in. And the other thing with that is that when we meet together, if we've got 6 people that say the same piece that they like, then we've got 6 people. They're gonna come. Oh yes, I love this piece, and it's gonna rub off like charcoal. It just likes other people. Oh, I love this piece, and it just helps all the way around.
Well, it does, and like you said, it goes back to the being heard and felt as a performer, because music's about collaboration. I mean, I can't play an instrument to save my life, but I know that that's what music's all about, and coming together in community. And so, you know, whenever you feel like, okay, you're kind of that take a number and sit in your chair and get ready to be, directed to, it's great to have that creativity and that connection with the entire organization, not just your section, you know, or not just your certain group backstage.
Right. And so if it comes alive for the players, then they're bringing it alive for the audience. And we have found success in relating more to the audience, and just they want to talk to you. They just don't want to. The days, I feel this way, and I think Jessica would agree. The days of just sitting and playing and then clapping, those days have changed. And so I encourage people, come meet me afterwards. Come meet players afterwards, and try to shake their hand on the way out the door, and just thank them and just involve them.
Well, and I never connect my private life with it, but at church, been a whole big thing lately about taking attendance, not just being there to say you were there. Experience it. Go talk to those musicians, and you're going to get so much more joy out of it. Because I feel like at times we all do this. We'll go to something and say, "All right, we did that. That was neat." You know,
check that off.
Check it off, and we're done. And we move on. But whenever you actually get your hands on this and you're able to and explore it a little bit more, like talking to you, Shane, or talking to one of the musicians, it creates something really cool, and it really goes above that, $10 or however long or how many songs you listen to. You created something even better than that.
It's an emotional experience.
Yeah. For sure.
And so with that too, Jessica, would love to talk about the youth side of things, just for the folks that want to donate and support ASO throughout the year, because that's a huge big part of this as well. Fill me in on some of those programs. And isn't there a foundation too, or a scholarship?
We have a scholarship that we award to 2 people every December. It's our oh my goodness.
Music for All, is that?
Yes.
Okay, no, I wanted to make sure.
I always mix up. Our Music for All scholarship and our Jerry Honke scholarship, who's named after one of our former board members, who really gave a lot to the orchestra. So we award $400 scholarships for private lessons for students.
I love that.
That are in financial need and have great community involvement.
And now the Marie Stillwell Young Artist Competition, is that still going on too?
It is. The Marie Stillwell Concerto Competition is a really unique experience every year. We see so many talented musicians coming through and auditioning to perform on stage with ASO. Our first place winner performs at the February concert, and our guild winner, which is 12 and younger, performs at our December concert. And we always hear a lot of compliments about them at the show. This student was amazing, and our judges usually have a really tough time.
I bet
selecting a winner.
And if I could add to what she's sharing there, the ASO, because of our educational, the importance of education. We welcome that first time, especially with the guild winner in December. This is most likely their first time of being on stage with an orchestra. And so instead of just being out there I walk out there and I play, but no, let's meet the orchestra.
Right.
Let's talk about, let's walk you out. Let's talk about stage presence and get you, and then you're going to shake the concertmaster's hand and then look at your audience. We're trying to groom them for the future. And the Alton Symphony is a great place to do that because we welcome that. A lot of times, even on Monday nights when we rehearse, there's a swim class that lets out, and they come backstage.
Do they really?
And they dance and we wave. We've had one person conduct. They're just young kids, but why not?
Well, and you introduce them to this, and you introduce them to the love of it too, and it goes important, like what you said, Shane. You aren't just saying, "All right, good job. Here's the stage. Go out there and be a number."
Oh, no.
You're giving them direction, and you're really helping them build a base and a foundation for how to perform and how to be in that setting. And that's really, especially when it comes to the arts, it's hard to find qualified, good people to do that. It just seems like it is. And so to have that here is really important to know.
And it means a lot to the parents and the private teachers, because they will share with, thank you for this experience. And then even sometimes in the first place winners on the Marie Stilwell, this is maybe their second time of being in an orchestra, in front of an orchestra. And we just want it to be an experience that they go, I remember that, and it was wonderful.
Well, and now you all can support throughout the year. You can donate by going to AltonSymphonyOrchestra.com/donate. Good link there. Good link. You didn't want it to say like concert or anything. Nope. You can make a one-time gift. You can also go through the amounts. You can go up to $1,000 or just add another zero to that 1,000 and make us all super happy today. And then also the endowment funds available that you can support too. We've talked about that on the show before.
Yes.
And can we do a brief overview of that endowment fund?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We were last year given a wonderful opportunity by a patron, Jerry Wunderlich, to create this endowment fund that he would match gifts up to 25?
25,000.
Wow.
If we had met it by the end of last December. And we met it at the December concert.
Did you really? Oh, I love that. Great.
Yes.
And what does this help support?
So we're hoping that this just will grow and continue to be a source of stability for us. We rely mostly on donations and sponsorships when we really, because we want to keep our ticket prices affordable. We don't really make a lot of money off the concerts because, we provide refreshments, we pay our musicians, we pay soloists, but really it comes from donations. And, in the future, we're hoping that eventually this could just be our fallback plan. We've got this. We don't have to worry so much about.
You can focus on the music and the development.
And if I may put a plug in, with great things comes great responsibility, and our board, I love working with them. They are responsible. They listen. They make hard decisions. We talk together. It's not a you and me or you and them. It's we're together. It's always what's best for the orchestra. What matches our vision. And so that endowment, we're already working on it. It's in the bank. We don't touch it because that wasn't the purpose. The purpose is to let it grow. And people can add to it, and we hope people do.
And you can, and we'll make sure that you can see that link as well. And if you're somebody out there, whether you're a new business owner or you've been around the block for a few times like a Honda Civic, Uncle Sam is going to be calling you on April 1st or 14th or whatever day it is you file your taxes. He's going to say, hey, how many people did you support last year, sir or ma'am? And you could have said, well, I supported ASO with a pretty generous $5,000 sponsorship to be a concert supporter, or it can be as little as $100 if it's just an individual that feels inclined and wants to support. There's so many different levels, and we showcase those as Shane was kind of speaking a little bit, but these are the sponsorships and is what they come with, and we'll link everything too, so you can see a lot of benefits there. And then really just super cool that you guys provide those opportunities to be involved too after your sponsorship dollars, so you aren't just saying thanks for the check and we'll talk again next year. No. That's really a good point to make. Getting back into the concerts, October the 18th, what are we hearing?
We are hearing the We and Tell Overture, followed by Finlandia, which the audience will get to participate in singing the hymn that he is is put in the middle of it, and then we'll have a short intermission, and then we hear all of Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony.
Really cool.
Very powerful, very emotional, and people will love it.
Wonderful. It's going to be great. And then on December the 7th, really an important anniversary date for our country, warmth in midwinter. And while we're, and I think it's great that you guys start out every show with the national anthem, especially whenever we're, on Pearl Harbor Day, recognizing that on December the 7th, 3 p.m., Hathaway Hall. You're going to invoke the spirit of the season with Quiet Wonders of Holst.
Yes. And we have two guest performers with us.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, yes. Fabulous singer. We've had her before. Yes. Her name is Nadiana Ortez.
Wow.
And I was just talking to her about a month ago, and she had just come back from Vienna.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
just, and the crowd loved her.
Did it wait for her?
Wonderful.
Huh? Oh.
Go on. Back to it.
I got it. Wait. Okay. There we go. But wonderful. She's going to be performing with us, and it's got some beautiful pieces that she's going to be doing. Yes. And then on the other side of that spectrum is the TSO, and a lot of that uses electric guitar. And ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing in Dr. Guy. If you don't know who he is, look him up, Dr. Guy, and he is a shredder.
This is awesome. This is going to be really cool. That's December the 7th. You can get your tickets now at altonsymphonyorchestra.org/concerts and get them for the 18th. We'll see you there on both days.
And might I say, last year we had a snowball fight inside.
That's right.
We did.
Was that fun?
Oh, yeah.
Totally. Nothing like getting hit in the face with a pie, too. Because we reached the goal, and that was the deal. If we did, we did. And I think her name was Emily, and Emily got to throw a pie in my face. Right. Yep. And what was funny is she reached behind my head with one hand while she drove the other hand into it.
I feel like you've told the story to a few people, Shane. And he knows your name, Emily. He doesn't think he knows who you are.
Yeah. No,
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I love that, man. And I just love the community aspect. This is why you guys are so good at what you do. It's talented musicians and just people that love and have the same passion for your mission. And you can learn more at altonsymphonyorchestra.org. Support them, donate to them, and make Uncle Sam very happy on your tax returns, and donate to those 501c3s supporting our community. Quick break, Daily Show on a Wednesday next.